the Selena pick na magaling mag-invade. Alam nila kung kailan papasok, alam nila kung sinong babantayan. So, Omega naman right now, going back to your point on Haze, very flexible, no?
Yep.
Halos lahat na ata ng heroes kayang gamitin niya.
I think so eh. Sino na lang ba hindi kayang gamitin ni Haze? Feeling ko kaya nga niya na mag-carry kung
Gusto lang ng
kailangan
Omega
no?
eh. Oo eh. Okay, gusto nyo carry Gusto nyo carry support?
Oo.
Cloud support?
Yung kalimutan,
Gagamitin
isa
ni
yan sa
Haze
mga pinakaunang nag-chow na talagang inidolo ng kung ano, ng
Totoo,
masa.
ng masa. Diba? Madami na nagpi-freestyle ngayon na Cho, pero si Haze,
OG.
basic eh.
Oo.
Basic. Malupit na offlane ngayon. And I think yung katapat niya sa Omega ay hindi naglalaro. Na si Kenji,
Ay, oo nga, no?
halos
Yes.
parehas yun eh. Kasi I think Cortezi and Toshi on the side lane, medyo safe sila medyo safe sila maglaro. Napakalakas pa din, pero yung factor na ginagawa ni Kenji ng pangsa-psycho, hindi yun ganun ka-present
That's
sa
true.
dalawa. Oo.
And psycho levels, ibang usapan talaga pag yung proactive.
On the Selena pick. Plus, again, like what we've said, ang Aura PH ay isang team na magaling mag-invade. Alam nila kung kailan papasok, alam nila kung sinong babantayan. So, Omega naman right now, going back to your point on Haze, very flexible, no?
Yep.
Halos lahat na ata ng heroes kayang gamitin niya.
I think so eh. Sino na lang ba hindi kayang gamitin ni Haze? Feeling ko kaya nga niya na mag-carry kung
Gusto lang ng
kailangan
Omega
no?
eh.
Oo.
Oo eh. Okay, gusto nyo carry Gusto nyo carry support?
Oo.
Cloud support?
Yung kalimutan,
Gagamitin
isa
ni
yan sa
Haze
mga pinakaunang nag-chow na talagang inidolo ng kung ano, ng
Totoo,
masa.
ng masa. Diba? Madami na nagpi-freestyle ngayon na Cho, pero si Haze,
OG.
basic eh. Bay to the sick. Oo.
Bay to the sick.
And we shall see.
Ba, no?
We shall see. Notable players here right now, besides Haze, again, Toshi and Cortezi on the side lane against Renjo and Kiluwash. Interesting din to kasi Kiluwash is really known na talaga bilang isa sa malupit na offlane ngayon. And I think yung katapat niya sa Omega ay hindi naglalaro. Na si Kenji,
Ay, oo nga, no?
halos
Yes.
parehas yun eh. Kasi I think Cortezi and Toshi on the side lane, medyo safe sila medyo safe sila maglaro. Napakalakas pa din, pero yung factor na ginagawa ni Kenji ng pangsa-psycho, hindi yun ganun ka-present
That's
sa
true.
dalawa. Oo.
And psycho levels, ibang usapan talaga pag yung proactive yung offlaner mo.
Oo,
Kasi, diba?
oo.
I think dun lumalamang ang mga friends natin from Aura PH.
Oo.
And speaking of lamang, may kulay, Uranus na naman.
Yeah.
Walang Esmeraldang pwedeng kumontra dito ngayon.
Oh,
So,
my
napakataas ng chance nito na mag-survive.
Yeah. Survivability on the Uranus. Napag-usapan na natin to kanina, yung mga pwedeng sumagot sa Uranus ngayon. You have the Khalid, you have the Balmond, na pwedeng piliin pa rin ng Omega. This is interesting. I like the Cho pick sa Omega. Ito yung malupit sa Omega. Everyone can play the Cho.
O nga, no? Halos lahat, no?
Si Cortezi, si Toshi, si Haze, no? So, ang daming flex.
Ang daming flex na ito.
Ngayon sa Cho. Oo.
That's true.
Oh!
Chang, and this is a Haze hero, I think, possibly. Or hindi, pwede ding pwede. Flex din to!
Oo
Oh
nga
my gosh!
Kasi si Toshi nagcha-Chang-O din eh.
Oo.
This is interesting sa Omega eh.
Interesting,
Ito
my
yung malupit
gosh.
sa Omega eh. Lahat ng heroes pwede nilang i-mix and match. Oo.
And I think this is gonna be a lock-in for Greed. One of the best supports in the game. Still, this Farsa, high priority by Aura.
Oo. Farsa against a Chang-O. Magandang sagot ang Chang-O because of the reach. And madaling targetin ng Farsa. Kasi nagcha-channel ang Farsa sa ulti. Yung Chang-O pag nag-ulti, pwedeng gumalaw-galaw at mas mabilis. May chance ang mahabol yung wings by wings.
Yep.
This is smart drafting muli sa smart Omega. Again, man, ito talaga strengths ng Omega. Tignan mo si Idol Haze. Nag-iisip na ng todo.
Si Haze, he's like really thinking about this one. And gusto ko lang point out, tama yung sinabi mo talaga. Sobrang big deal ni Chang, especially against heroes like the Baksha,
Oo.
like the Uranus.
There you go.
That alam mo yung kunat nila, medyo malalambot kayo sa Chang ngayon
Oo.
sa totoo lang eh.
Tsaka tatlo agad yung eventually parang tatlo agad yung na 50-50 ng Chang'o. Yung Farsa.
Pati yung Forza pala nung kayang abutin.
Yeah, yung Farsa backshot tsaka
Pag
Rapid.
nag-ultimate ka,
Oo.
make sure na may tao sa harapan mo or else masasaktan ka ng
Yun
meteor
na nga,
shower.
yun na sinabi natin kanina.
Oo.
Basic, easy target. And ang interesting pa dito, quick pick yung Chang'o. After nang pinili yung Baksha and Farsa, ang bilis ng luck ng Omega on the Chang'o, and this is how strong they are in the draft.
Sagot agad, and sumasagot din sila on the bans. No more Link Claude.
They're targeting JP.
Oo, wala nang Claude na malaling.
Oo. Si JP.
That's pretty smart for me. High respects for JP's Claude right now. I think every team in the MPL is gonna do this.
Muka. And, sino ang natira ngayon? Lancelot?
Lance, tsaka si...
Hindi, wala. Kasi Omega now picking an Alice. This is good against a Uranus and a Baksha. Oh my, yung Alice can also reach the Farsa. So, man, ang taas ngayon ng counters ng side ng Omega.
There you go, locked in. As Manjin said, Roger is going to be the choice here for all possible. Plus the Winter Trunch, and syempre with Alice, you know na mahihirapan ang aura dito sa hero na to.
Yeah. Pero what's going to be the last pick na extra tank pa? Kasi yung Alice, late game pa magiging tanky yan na sinabi mo
Atlas? Ewan ko.
Band?
May sense pa ba mag-Atlas ngayon? Ewan ko.
Dahil iniintay natin yung hit hero, no? It's either hit show kasi to, or bagong hit hero.
Hylos? Chang'e Hylos is pretty good.
Hylos?
I don't know. It's definitely gonna be a tank support, right?
Jawhead, there you go.
Second Jawhead for today. Picked up by Omega. So instead of going for the utility tank, they go for more of a utility fighter. Interesting.
And somehow tanky din.
Tanky din to.
Si Jawhead.
Nakita natin yun last game. last series.
Ang taas ng catch dito ng side ng Omega, ang taas din ng damage nila in the early game. Meanwhile, Aura PH, bandang level 3 mo pa mararamdaman yung Uranus Level 2 actually.
Yep.
Even the Balmond. Tricky.
Sobrang tricky nito kasi nagtataka ako bakit hindi sila masyadong confident sila to run a lineup like this with the Yi Shin, with the Chang'e, na sobrang konti lang yung frontline. So, medyo mas mahirapang gumalaw siguro dito sila Hajizi. Pero
Omega, no?
Siguro, confident sila na kaya nilang mapagana. Kahit na wala kami masyadong frontline, we can make this work.
Yeah.
And I want to see if Omega will win here. So, I'm gonna vote Omega.
Nag-a-agree ako sa'yo, Rockhart. Parang actually, malambot ang Omega dito sa start ng game. Kaya rin siguro sila napilitan mag-jawhead para may dagdag sustain sila. But
pero may potential eh.
Oo, again, this is Omega eh.
Omega kasi yun
hindi mo na malalaman. Proven and tested na ang Omega talaga eh.
Hit show nga. Hit show
nga.
And Haze on the Chang'e.
There you go. Let's see kung makakuha ba nila.
So here, Hit taking a lot of damage. He is only level 1. Kaya medyo mahirap lumaban. Even though wala bang ultimate, he will be forced to back off while Omega getting their buffs early on. So,
Chanian pa lang, kalma ka lang.
Pero ganito pure flicker, halos, side ng Omega.
Wow.
It's interesting.
Ibig sabihin yan, alam ng Omega na pwede silang i-run and gun. And they know na squishy sila. So sabi nila, why not? Pwede naman natin i-flicker to. Kuya man, Jin and Rockhart.
Lipad
para, Action Jackson. Ang dami rin nilang actually entry points, no? Meron silang Farsa, yan, Flowing Blood. Jawhead can enter, Traceless can enter, even yung Cho can enter. So, ang daming pick of capabilities dito ng side ng Omega. That's why nagme-make sense din ang Flicker dito sa lineup nila.
Totoo yan. And if Flicker in with the Jawhead usually is almost instant eh. Kasi wala kang takas dun. Kay Cho, medyo mahirap yung setup and makita mo siyang paparating. Pero si Jawhead minsan mag-unstoppable force yan, di ba? So, unstoppable force into a target, tas flicker back. Kung pag umatras yung target, flicker back pa, sure na may ejector papunta sa kampi mo.
Oh well, let's see. Dahil ang nag-pause lang tayo. I'm not sure dito sa late game eh. Kasi may pakiramdam ako na Aura ang maganda mag-scale ng late game. Kasi nga, malambot yung lineup nyo eh. So, dapat early on, pwede na kayong pumush. Actually, hindi push. Pwede na kayong dumamage ng dumamage. And I think aware din ng Omega dito. That's why pinipersa din nila yung top lane ngayon after natin mag-pause.
Yep.
So, if makuha dito ng Omega yung early aggression na damage, kasi again, kahit wala silang item, mag-level 4 lang sila.
Laban eh.
Taas ng damage nila.
Oo, they have a lot of burst potential even without the itemization. Kaya siguro, they drafted a very hard, aggressive, a very aggressive lineup here. So, on the other side, I feel like kaya naman eh. Kaya naman yata makipagsabayan, no?
Ng aura.
Yeah, I think so. I think they have the tools to keep this up. Especially Greed, di ba? On the far side.
On the far side, oo nga pala.
Greed is it just plays it differently.
Oo nga.
Top Farsa users of the league, nakita natin kanina, si iba DJ sana kung nag-Farsa yan, matik ganito eh.
Oo eh.
Pangbuhat na Farsa, kumbaga, di ba?
Yeah, nag-agree ako sa'yo sa Farsa point mo kasi it negates Omega from entering dahil sa vision na nabibigay din ng Farsa.
Yes.
But then again, halos parehas safe yung ginawa dito ng dalawang teams. Tabla ang ating Gold Rock Heart. Wala pang pumupok ng todo eh. Kasi both of them respecting each other's damage to the point na hintayan na muna ng level 4.
Wala mo nang umi-invade din. Like, no big invade aside from right now kay Luwash and JP. Hindi nga sila lumalaban eh. Parang, alam mo yun, nandun sila, pero parang ayaw nila lumaban.
Pero ngayon, mukhang eto na yung laban. Hindi na naharangan ang Meteor Shower. Narinig na ng Omega na yun nga, kaya naman pag level 4
kaya
agad.
Naman pala, sabi ni Kuya Raka.
Oo.
E di lumaban nga sila.
Oo.
Ang kulit.
Oo.
Anyway, that's gonna be a pretty good use of the Chang'e Ultimate. Pagka-hit mo ng level 4, ibato mo lang agad.
Matik.
Malakas yan.
Napakalupit na Impure Rage then with the extra proc and the extra mana. Nice usage of Omega. That's why ngayon, lamang na sila ng levels dito. Onti lang, bagya lang.
Very slight.
Kasi ang ginagawa ngayon ng Aura PH, alam nila na first blood, o sige, mag-cut tayo ng side lanes para hindi kagad makapasok ang Omega dito. So, Omega pa rin yung naging safe. Kasi tinan mo si Balmond, tignan mo si Uranus, umangat eh.
Yep,
Walang
umangat.
nag-respond ngayon sa side ng Omega.
Chill
Meanwhile,
lang.
huli ata si Ace dito, flicker out, yun na nga. Since nagkaangatan yung mga side lanes, biglang
tumapang.
Lumaban ngayon yung Aura.
Aura PH recognizing na, teka, malapit na yung turtle up. Subukan kaya natin makapitas. And apparently, they got the target that they wanted. Yung frontline, yung makulit, yung malikot, si Heath.
Kasi gusto sana ng Omega kanina kumuha pa ng kill, kaya pumipwesto sila doon eh. Again, nire-respeto ng Aura dito yung damage ng Omega. But the problem here right now, I'm seeing is na o-open yung map dahil dito sa side lanes ni Renjo.
That's right.
At sa side lane ni Kiluwash.
Which is nagiging, sinusubukan naman i-counter sa kabilang side ni Toshi.
Oo, ngayon lang na-counter ni Toshi kanina. Dahil,
kanina medyo push na push talaga, di ba?
Oo, push na push. So ngayon, it's time for Omega to go.
Yep. This is it. This is the go signal kasi si Greed sumasakit na.
Yeah.
And if you can see here, he's countering everything na sinusubukan gawin ng Omega sa mid lane.
Yeah, mukhang eto na nga, sinusubukan na ng Omega umamba kasi alam nilang lamang sila sa map control, lamang sila sa bottom lane. That's why pwede silang clumash ngayon sa top lane. Toshi, hindi siya agad mamamatay dito though. Inaabangan siya ni JP. There you go. Smart move from JP. Napersa ngayon si Toshi. Bumalik, flicker out, lethal counter. Pero flowing blood si Toshi. Pero na-slow nung retribution. Smart
man.
Move from JP.
Napansin mo talagang inaabangan ni JP saan yung orb, saan lulusot si Toshi. Hindi makagalaw si Toshi ng maayos.
Oo.
Kahit alis siya.
Pero actually, gusto rin ni Toshi ang smart din ng moves ni Toshi that time. Nirespeto niya yung effect, but there again, yung retribution sumakto sa range.
Yes, and
so,
JP was also looking out for Toshi. Alam naman ni Toshi na hinahabol siya eh.
Oo.
Nagkataon lang na wala talaga siyang tatakbuhan doon.
Oo nga eh. And man, again, there's a reason why JP as a champion, pumasok dito si Toshi with the stun. Umikot si Kiluwash, Meteor Shower, nasa ng damage, Aura PH, kulang magbabak na lang sila dahil yung Omega nire-respeto din yon. Bloods, papasok siya GZ, no casualties whatsoever. Pero look at the side lanes, lamang. Actually, tabla ang side lanes natin, Rockard.
Oo nga, tumatabla pa right now. Uy, this is a very rare sight ha. Natalo ng Uranus ng Jawhead ang Uranus sa 1v1.
There you go.
Sa side lane.
Masakit pa rin kasi talaga ang Jawhead, especially kapag sinalo mo yung lahat ng procs.
Nung smart missiles.
Smart missiles.
That's true.
And then again, Omega, they know their capabilities. I like the push na ginawa nila kanina nung BC. Yung Aura kay Toshi. I think ang problem dito kasi ng Aura din, isa lang yung magsiset sa kanila eh. Si Grid lang.
Totoo.
No? Oo.
And Rafflicious having a hard time finding targets, which is without going in. Kasi masakit yung, pag nagkamali siya ng pasok, ang sakit ng ganti sa kanya eh.
Oo.
Di ba meteor
Oo.
shower ang kapalit pag nagkamali ka ng huli?
Nang ikaw si Baksha.
Si Baksha, di ba?
And single target yon.
Yes.
At may na-steal.
Did they get it?
Yung purple. Kay GZ ata yung purple.
Interesting.
Kasi walang purple si JP.
O nga, no? Hindi, nakay Chang'e yata, nakay Haze.
Ayan o, wala o.
Wala
Pero
nga.
may namatay dun kanina eh.
Interesting.
Kay Chang'e.
Ayun, si Kiluwash yung may purple, Ben.
Oh.
Si Kiluwash yung may
si
purple.
Kiluwash pala. Okay.
Si Kiluwash.
So, pasensya
Out of nowhere, man. Out
Nandito
of
lang.
nowhere.
Parang may namatay kasi dun eh, no? May pinatay si JP tapos wala tayong nakitang purple. But then again,
gulat,
then again, this is Omega now respecting Aura PH. Disiplinado ang Omega ngayon, no? Wala silang
Sobra.
Nire-respeto nila yung Feather Airstrike.
Yup, they are not going in and knowing na even malayo yung range nila, hindi sila makaka-take down ng targets. Sinasafe na lang nila. Tinatry nila i-clear yung minion wave and then waiting what Aura PH is gonna do. Nag-aantay na sila ngayon ng response.
Kailangan nilang makarespond ng maganda at kung makaka-respond sila, kailangan nilang makapatay. Tabla ang ating laban. May reset na naman Rockheart, pero kaya nilang basagin tong mid dahil si GZ meron siyang turtle. There you go. Nature shower coming in mula sa likod.
Oh!
Mr. Fundamental, pinasa niya ngayon si JP, pero mabubuhay si JP dito with the dash out. Pero joke lang, anak ko, Curtizy. Napamali ata ng target. That should have been JP. Pero ngayon na nag-fail, Aura PH, kaya ba nilang i-punish to? Hindi. Tumama pa dito yung Mountain Shocker.
Muntikan.
Kulang na yung damage. Kamuntikan pa si JP. Omega with the right decision to back off.
Beautiful, no? Long range lang yung mga binibitaw ng Omega na skills. Hindi sila nag-full commit. And when JP, nung sinubukan ni Heat, nakahuli naman siya.
Oo.
I really like their absolute respect for Aura PH's damage.
Dalawang nagre-respetohan, kabisado nila yung mga damage output dito. Pero ang tanong, sino makakuha dito ng second turtle of the game? Blowing blood in at nakukuha na naman dito ni Haji Z. Pulado na si Rafflesh at wala na rin si JP. Nasaan ang stun? Aura PH kulang wala. Dahil pre-hit si Haze mula sa likod. Mawala dito si Heat. Pero okay lang yon dahil buhay pa rin si GZ. Toshi nandito na naman. Stun, walang tatamaan. Ayun, tumama na. Nag-ultimate pa. Life steal is real. Flowing blood out. Respeto, Ricardo sa dalawa. Curtizy with the unstoppable force. Tumama dito kay Creed. Sabay may Mountain Shocker pa. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang gera. Hindi na dahil may gumugulong di si Mirulen. Sabi dito ni Rafflesia. Habang si Renjo ay magbabak na lang ulit. Naglokohan lang yung dalawang teams.
Oo, nagbaliwan lang eh.
Oo.
Akala ko, alam mo yung laban sila ng laban, suntukan sila ng suntukan, walang namamatay.
Yeah, tignan natin ang Gillette instant replay, Rockheart.
Yan, beautifully done against GZ. Perfect na siya yung nakuha din nung turtle. It really helps on the Mountain Shocker damage as well. Pero overall, I feel like they're juggling the damage really well para sa Aura PH despite them kind of falling behind in terms of damage.
Oo. Pero I think Omega, they played it safe ng todo. Kasi JP was not there. Pero again, since squishy sila, hindi rin sila makapasok agad. Nakita mo na si Toshi lang talaga yung humarap that time.
Totoo yan. Ngayon, ibang engagement na naman gusto nila. Aura PH, galit na galit. Gustong laban ulit.
Oo. Yung Aura PH, hindi rin... Ang taas kasi ng crit, ang taas ng meteor shower damage. Like what you've said, namatay kagad si JP.
Sakit.
Kailangan pa nila dito ng mga Athena Shield. Probably Oracle. No? I like the Brute Force breastplate. Pero kapag nag-late game tayo, mali yung sinabi ko kanina na feeling ko aura lamang sa scaling eh. Parang Omega eh.
Nagmumuka, especially with that Yisan Shin. And now the focus is going to be Kiluwash dun sa baba. Hihinaan pa lalo ang damage ng lethal counter.
There you go. At ayaw mo na namamatay ang Balmond. And I think it's proven na yung Balmond kapag nag-late game, iikot na lang eh, no?
Ikot-ikot is the way, no? Tapos ultimate na lang sa mamamatay. Paano kung walang mamamatay?
There you go.
Diba?
Yeah. This is better for the side of Omega, Rockheart. Kasi they respected the fact that Aura can pull off good invades. And hinintay din nila yung levels nila eh. Naging patient enough ang Omega dito not to enter. Pero ngayon, sabi nila mukhang eto na ata. Renjo, tatama dito ang kick. Pulado siya dito nakalate, pero nandito si Toshi. Wow, nice.
Toshi.
Flowing blood out. Magkakarespetuhan na naman yung dalawang teams dito.
Yup, they are going to know na wala na naman tayong makuha dito, guys. Feeling ko, atras muna tayo dito. Abangan natin yung susunod na oportunidad para lumaban. And may magandang chance na sa Lord na mangyayari yun.
Pwede.
Tingin ko eh.
Dahil 10 minutes into the game na nga pala, ladies and gents. Pero ngayon, confident na ng sobra ang Omega.
Wow, orange yun.
Orange ba para kay Hayes, and that's what you get with the Chang'o pick. This is a quick pick para sa Omega. This is definitely the best answer to the Farsa vision.
Yes, distance versus distance ang nangyayari, no? So sabi ng Omega, hindi namin kaya sabayan siguro yung aura ng harapan. Ba't di namin paulanan?
Ng malayo.
Ng malayo. And it's working. It's working, man. Denying the buffs from aura.
At speaking of deny din ang initiation ni Rafflesia dito.
Grabe.
Kiluwash also falling low. May mountain chunker pa para sa slow. At nakakuha dito ang Omega ng 2 kill. Si JP trying his best to get 1. At tumatakbo na siya ngayon. There you go. Pero this is Curtizy. May threat. Naku po. JP trying his best to the outplay. Here comes the World Pounce, pero may place this in. Si GZ, protektado. Itong Yishon Shin, libreng Lord para sa Omega, Rockhard.
Wow, I can't believe the tempo that Omega is playing right now. Napakabilis and napaka fast-paced talaga nung skill, nung chase nila. Like, hindi sila nagpapabagal eh. Hindi sila nagpapadistract sa aura. They're going for the targets na alam nila na kailangan nilang kunin.
Alam na kasi rin nila na may damage na sila at ang taas na ng protection nila. Rockart, minention mo to kanina. Winter Transition, tapos Clock of Destiny. Okay ka na sa Alice.
Absolutely. With the Necklace of Durance to stop the regeneration as well.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very good and very effective against Renzio on the Uranus.
Yeah, like what you've said, Rockhart. Omega ngayon, they know na sila na ang nakakalamang. Look at the vision of the Mountain Shocker plus yung dito, Meteor Shower. Sumipa pa si Heat dito against 4. Napapalibutan ka na, Kuya Heat?
Parang mali yata. The cavalry did not arrive.
Masyado pang malayo.
It's too, medyo alanganin din eh. Nasa paligid yung kampi niya. Alanganin kasi binabantayan din nila yung Lord sa top lane.
Kaya nga siguro napapasok na lang ng biglaan si Heat doon. But then again, okay pa rin dahil wala makuha ang objective dito ang Aura PH. Pumasok dito siya dito, comes in with the second skill. Nag-ultimate siya dito, batasan yung lifesteal. May dodge siyang only dito. Flicker out! Yun naman pala! Toshi on this Alice.
Nabuhay pa.
Buhay pa at hirap ang Aura PH ngayon doon.
Okay, medyo, to be honest, medyo nagkamali sa blood. Nauntog sa pader, so he had to flicker out of there. He was on the way out. He triggered it too early, kaya bumagsak agad. Pero, overall, that was a good pressure.
And, man, I think ang laking factor ni Toshi dito sa game. Kasi, we all thought na natatalo siya sa Balmond kanina. But with the space na pinoprovide ni Toshi on the Alice, hindi mo rin siya mapatay eh, no?
Totoo yun. It's so difficult to reach Toshi in these levels. Considering napaka-mobile ng Alice, yung cooldown nung skills niya, it's just so low. Pwede siyang mag-orb ng orb palayo, orb papasok, diba?
Alam ko pag umabot na ng 80 plus yan, or ng 40 plus, pwede na eh. Or ano ka lang eh, orb epic ka lang ng orb epic eh.
Max stacks yata niya is 50 eh, diba? So, pag umabot na ng 50 doon, it's real. The damage is real.
Actually, lumalagpas mga 50 yun eh.
Talaga?
Lumalagpas pa 50. Kapag nag-brawl ka, tapos alis ka, ang sarap.
Laging may tinatamaan eh, no?
lagi may tinatamaan, tapos lagi kang nakakuha ng souls.
And somehow, nakukuha ng Omega yung mga ganong klaseng laban. Where madami silang tinatamaan from Aura PH. And Aura PH are forced to work together to team up na magkakadikit to fight Omega dahil sa mga picks na ginagawa nila. At pag nasobrahan naman sila ng kumpol, si Hayes naman magbabato naman ng Meteor Shower para i-disperse sila.
Yung damage output dito ng Omega, nag-a-agree ako sa'yo, is better kapag nagdidikit-dikit yung aura. No? Gusto mong dikit-dikit yung kalaban mo kapag ikaw si Alice.
Same with Hayes actually. Gusto niya dikit-dikit eh.
And the fact na Maylis, ang aura pala dito. So, even though, malambot ang Omega
hirap
siguro.
lumapit.
Mid-game malambot ang Omega. Parang, with the range eh. They're beating them with the range.
Absolutely. Ang gandang observation no na hindi ko actually na-mention. Si Greed lang yung super long range dito.
Oo.
Lahat kailangan dikit na dikit para may mangyari.
Oo.
And yeah, they're making full use of the range advantage para sa Omega.
Oo.
Napaka-solid nun. And Mountain Shocker pa.
Wow.
So bago pa kayo magplano pa lang kayo na dumikit, kita na kayo ni Hajizi.
Alam na agad. And Heat is really doing well on this show on getting heroes.
That's right.
No?
That's right.
Ang ganda ng synchronization ngayon na ginagawa ng Omega. Looking at the items rock heart. Yes, may item ang Aura PH dito. Parang tabla pa rin.
Tabla, no?
May
Sa
3 core items eh. May 3 core items bawat isa eh.
May laban?
Oo, may laban. Pero yung all of the control, scaling late game, I would give it to Omega eh.
So far, so good for Omega. Sa totoo lang, and again, once more, waiting for the Lord. 100 seconds on the next one.
Oo.
And ang ginagawa again, overall, Omega, sige, bato lang tayo ng bato ng skills, guys, sabi nila, di ba? Bato lang tayo ng bato ng skills. And make sure na kulitin nyo yung Aura PH. Keep them in their base. Huwag nyo hayaang makalabas. And we can fight.
Kayang-kaya kasi ang taas ng damage nila at mukhang pinalabas na nga ata dahil sinipa. Pakabila, yung Wolf tumatakbo. Naku po, JP, Wolf Pounce hindi magiging enough. Mukhang eto na nga, hindi na hihintayin yung Lord. Omega, JZ with the mega kill as well. Eto na, sabi ng Omega, hindi naman pwede sa amin yan. Baka naman.
Baka naman, di ba?
Oh my.
Dito mo makita, men, sobrang effective nga talaga ng Alice against the Uranus. Bagsak agad si Renzio. Hindi siya tumatagal sa laban
Hindi
compared
talaga
to yesterday.
Oo. This Alice pick from Toshi, even though 3 lang ang assist niya, wapa kills as long na panalo dito at sabog ang muka. Omega getting the victory against the defending champions.
Maximum respect here for Omega. It is not a lineup na lagi mong makikita. It's a lineup na, as we said, it's very squishy. It's very easy to kill if malapitan ka.
Yes.
Pero yun nga man yun, ikaw na nagsabi. Pag nakalapit, sige.
Yeah, at saka, nagme-make sense kasi sa early game, tama ka eh, early game, mid game, ang daling patayin eh.
Yes.
Kayang-kaya, pero pag nagka-item na, yun na, doon napapasok yung sinasabi natin na malapit, and kumbaga malayo ka pa lang, tinitira ka na
Yes.
ng Omega Rockard.
Exactly. And with the help of the Mountain Shocker from the Yi Sun-shin, hindi din sila makahanap ng magandang pwesto. Hindi sila makahanap nung bush.
Oo.
Nung bush ambush.
Oo, kasi ano eh, kapag farsa ka, tapos back siya, gusto mo yun eh, yung bush ambush, poke lang, diba? Poke ka muna, tapos hope for the best na mapatayin nyo.
Para makalapit si JP sana dun sa Roger kasi pag-check kayo ng bush. Kaso nga may Mountain Shocker, so alam nila na nandun ka.
Mountain Shocker
Mountain
and then
Shocker is real.
Meteor Shower. Pag pinagsama mo, Meteor Shocker.
Meteor Shock.
Diba? Ang lupet ng mga bagong terms na nalalaman nyo. Let's see kung meron pa tayong mga bagong terms na malalaman. Pasa na natin kay Butters.
As we've said sa mga previous games sa kinast namin, knowing is half the battle. And they did just that. Vision is key to everything na ginagawa dito ng Team Omega. But right now, let's check kung ano nga ba yung mga naging items dito ng ating mga players. To be honest, I really like how both teams played this. Sabihin na natin dito, alright, yes, they lost, but hindi nawala sa utak nila yung dapat nilang gawin. Okay, why Omega won? Look at the items here for Hayes. He got a lot of stuff going on for him. You have the glowing wand, you have the Ice Queen wand, and you have the Holy Crystal. So this is one farmed Chang'o. Mas nauna nakuha ni Chang'o yung kanyang level 4 kesa kay Greed. So that means yung naging idea dito ng Omega is let's press the issue agad kapag nakuha ni Hayes yung level 4. Mas binigyan nila ng priority and that only meant that Greed, mahuhuli siya by just a quarter or 1/4 XP bar lang. Yun lang yung mangyayari and they went straight for him agad-agad. And what happened, na medyo na-delay si Greed doon. He still got to level 4 though, pero meron ng chip in the shoulder dito yung aura. What was the chip in the shoulder? A bit of objectives, nakuha yung blue din nila. So, if you think about it, there are a lot of stuff going on din para kay Toshi dito. I just think that this Alice pick really made yung life dito ni Kilowash, Raflesia, and Renjo's a bit tougher in a way. Kasi the moment that they see the Alice, it's not all about the ultimate eh. It's all about the zoning potential. Kasi ayaw mo din naman dumikit sa kanya. Yes, it doesn't really hurt kapag kadating ng mga early game to mid game, but the fact na umaabot na sila ng late game doon, it's going to be a bit more scary for the side of Aura kapag nagkabigayan na. And Hajizi dito, I cannot emphasize how well he played and how well he timed those Mountain Shockers. Kumbaga, yun nga sinabi ni Manjin, tsaka ni Rockhart and the other casters as well, Wolf and Shinbo, they really just went for the vision. They always knew kung saan aatakihin dito. Yung side ng Aura, and si Heath even used that to his advantage. Lagi siya nakaabante kasi the moment na makita niya na walang tao doon sa mga certain areas na kailangan nang doon siya, he always went there and he always went for the brush. Let's head on to our highlights of the game. And, well, not highlights of the game, but post-match data. I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry about that, rather. If you think about it, the damage output for both of these teams, nasa equal lang sila. I'd say mas naging well-divided or well-distributed yung terms of damage for the side of Aura. But the thing is, masyadong nag-shine yung damage output dito ni Haji. Haji dealt 76,000 damage in one game. So that is big for any hero. And especially Yisun Shin. Kasi Yisun Shin has the Mountain Shocker. Kumakalat din yung damage niya. And he can hit multiple people at one time. But the thing about it is, isa pang bagay is look at the damage tanked. Toshi and si Heath dito, they really just went for it. Kung napapansin nyo, they always had this thing about going in front, and yun lang yung ginagawa nila. They didn't really care. If you saw the item builds earlier, ang makikita nyo lang naman dun is it's always going to be the toughness boots and the Athena shield na pinapairal niya ng mga tanks. And that's the thing. If you're gonna go up against the Uranus and a Farsa, then that only means na nasa utak mo na dito ay magic damage yung magiging problema ko. At mag-scale pa naman sila Kilowash, mag-scale pa naman si JP. So you can end the game early. So that's about it for our post-match data. Let's head on sa ating replay brought to you by our official tournament telco partner, Smart. And that was the kill na nakuha nila si Greed. Level 3 si Greed noon. Didn't really have enough space to get that level 4. But the thing is, mas nakapag-setup na dito yung Omega. And Omega really pushed their buttons. Alam ni Omega kung paano papalakihin pa yung lamang nila. And that's the thing I like about Omega. Yes, sabihin natin textbook sila. Pero once they get that textbook going, at talagang nakuha nila yung pacing na kailangan nila, they really play it well. At kung papansin mo dito, they never back down from a fight. They always went for JP. And ito kasi yung mga problema kapag nangyayari sa Aura PH if ever they fight. JP is actually, sabihin natin, pseudo-fighter na nasa gitna din ng lahat. So that means there is a lot of control going on for him with the ejector, with Heath, with the Way of the Dragon. So paminsan kailangan din maging super cautious ng isang Roger going into those kinds of situations and setups. Hajizi, 4-0-5, not even dying once. A lot of face check, a lot of vision na nagawa doon for his side, and he gave a lot of valuable information. Yun yung isang stat na hindi napapakita dito. On how many times did he give information sa mga kampi niya na, oy, nandito sila, pwede tayo pumunta sa likod. And not even caring about anything, ladies and gentlemen, tungkol sa magic damage nila. Usually, makikita mo ngayon yung ibang mga course, they would go for Rose Gold Meteor. They would go for Queen's Wings. Sabi ni Haji si dito, di naman nila ako maaabot eh. And once na naabot nila ako, merong way na, alam mo yun, matanggal sa akin yung aggro na yun, nung kalaban na yun. He just went for the toughness boots and that's about it. And yes, very well played coming out here from Hajizi. And to be honest, there's a lot more things to consider here since si Aura ang kalaban ni Omega dito. Will Aura have a hard time going into game number 2 dahil nga sa nangyari dito? Let's find out. Pero ito muna, giveaway code para sa inyo. We have another one for the Mythical Raffle Draw kasi ang dami nyo sumali kahapon. And thank you for joining. And if you want to join, yung pangalawa or pang-apat na Mythical Raffle Draw natin na week number 4, you can just hit that link up, puntahan nyo yan, i-type nyo na ngayon, then just go there, answer a bit of questions, answer the form, then you get a chance to win yung skin package. 4 na skins yung nasa loob nung package na yon, may nakakuha kahapon, and malay mo, next week, ikaw na ang magkaroon. Hindi natin papatagalin to. We'll throw it back to our casters. Kayo na bala.
Salamat, Butters. Eto na nga game number 2. Man, I think in-expect natin dito lagi pag ganito ang match-up. Kung sino man manalo game 1, no? Parang game 3 eh. Kasi ganito ka 50-50 eh.
Actually, nagiging mukhang 50-50 lalo na pag yung mga laban like this is lalo pag aura ka.
Oo.
Pag aura PH, parang gigil pag natalo.
Oo,
pag natalo sila sa isang game,
oo eh, parang
the next game, they look super scary, super aggressive.
oo, hindi mo ma-count out. Parang hindi mo na maka-count out yung aura PH na 2-0. But then again, yung Omega is different right now.
Yeah.
It seems like they really studied aura. Parang lahat ng ginawa ng aura kanina may sagot eh nung nung si Grid, nung nag-steal si Grid, nandun yung suporta kagad ni Curtizi on the joint, may switch pang ginawa si Toshi in Curtizi. No, parang may something. Omega is still the giants, the sleeping giants, ladies and gents.
Yeah, I'm really glad na nakuha din ni Butters yung you have to, the vision from Mountain Shocker is just something you can play with it. Madami kang pwedeng gawin around it. So the drafting was absolutely phenomenal.
So much
from Omega.
So much.
Ito yung one of the rare opportunities na sa sobrang ganda ng draft. Kahit na mas malakas technically yung heroes ng kalaban, yung power levels ng kalaban, ng mga heroes like Farsa, Uranus, top tier yan, di ba? Nagawa ng paraan.
Tama ka, nag-agree ako sa iyo eh. Yung Alice na akala natin magiging malambot. Again, pag nag-mid game, late game, parang siya na yung nagiging tank. Toshi outplaying everyone doon sa bottom lane kanina, even though inabangan siya ni JP. And maganda yung na-point out ni Batas kanina na una sa pitas. Bigla ang Omega. And ang napitas, I think, was Greed. Na yun yung magtitempo sana sa side ng aura.
Yang sakit sana yung Greed, no? I think Greed was so good, especially in the early to mid, to control the game in their favor. Kaso, the overall tempo ng Omega is just, ang hirap nilang habulin. Yung win condition is ma-take down yung mga target sana ng Aura Omega PH. Sorry. Pero hindi mo makalapitan. So, yung win condition ng Aura PH became a little bit malabo.
Ang labo talaga nung biglang... kasi yung lineup ng Aura talaga, hit and run eh.
Yes, with a Roger, diba? A super strong Roger would be able to finish that, sana. But that did not happen. And by the way, we are into the draft, ladies and gents, with a ban right away on a Hilda. Again, very much respect to stuff that happened earlier.
Yeah, ayaw nila
Signal and Blue Fire, that was really nuts.
Mukhang alam din ng Omega na isa sa mga good, parang great Hilda users si Rafflesia. Gusto ko yung ginagawa ng Omega that they really respect their enemies eh.
And that's research based on the previous matches na nagawa ni Rafflesia with this Hilda. Very beautifully done.
Yeah, and I would like to take note na nirespeto din yung Lancelot, nirespeto din yung Claude, like what you've said. Omega is really a squad na, alam mo yung pag nag-thesis, sila yung tipo na talagang kompleto, Ricardo, lahat yung lahat ng mga profesor doon sa pag-report mo ng thesis, lahat ng tanong nila masasagot ng
Smart
Omega.
and cerebral. Grabe yung Omega ngayon, the cerebral assassin.
The cerebral assassin. Si Triple H. Sakto sila yun eh.
Sakto nga na sila yun.
Triple H, si GC, si H, si H.
Sorry, hindi sadya yun.
The cerebral assassin
combination.
Oo nga eh. Well, let's look at the picks and bans right now.
Selena.
Like what you've said, the Hilda, this time, Aura magbaban ng Selena. Uranus is also out of the pool. What is the setup here right now, Rockhart? Side lanes ang ini-eliminate ng Omega ngayon.
That's true.
And support.
Side lanes going out and tanks are going out. Most likely, they will have to ban something similar to I think hindi makakalusot, tingin ko sila Ling at saka sila Claude later.
Again,
so
no?
feeling
Oo.
ko kailangan mauna yun sa draft priority. At least third pick sana for Aura. And they will do really well. They probably will do really well against Omega. Kasi siguro na-trauma siguro ni Omega with what they saw yesterday with that
Claude,
brutal.
Eh.
Napaka-brutal na Claude play.
Sabi
ni
ng
JP.
Omega, wag nyo nabigyan si JP ng hero na sobrang kabisado niya. Yung alam niya, yung may mastery. And sabi nila, eto, sige, banda natin yung mga supports. I think tama ka, Rakard, pwede natin makita yung carry bands dito
Early on.
sa Omega. But this is it, another flexible opening for Omega. Parang gustong-gusto nila ang Cho no?
They really do like the Cho. They have a lot of Cho players, not to mention yung kanina, yung plays ni Heat. Madaming muntikan. And pansin ko kanina, ginagawa ni Heat, he's not always successful dun sa mga ini-insection niya na na mga targets. Minsan palpak. Pero they just keep doing it. Kasi pag tumumpak yung isang target, pag nakadali sila ng isa doon, dire-diretso na yung lamang nila.
Yes, pitas agad.
Oo, pitas is the way.
Sabi ni Heat, ako din. Ako si Heat section.
Heat section.
Ako si Heat section. Sabi ni Heat dito. And I definitely agree. Mahal na mahal ng Omega itong Cho pick. They're really known na isang malupit na Cho team. Meanwhile, man, kasabi ko pa lang sana eh. Alice, once again, this is the same formula of Omega.
Wow.
Game number 1 against the tanky heroes, the tanky sustain heroes, Tams and Khalid.
That's very very aggressive, very ballsy of Omega to repeat a lineup.
Oo.
Mabihirang nakita natin dito sa MPL. Usually, magla-lineup sila, magda-draft sila ng unang lineup, tapos yung second lineup na baon nila, minsan iba na eh.
Oo. Pero
ulitin nila.
Actually, nangyari din kahapon to eh, na yung first 3 nila parehas eh.
Oh, that's
Tapos binago lang nila bigla nung nag-akay. I think ito main nasagot ng Omega kapag kalaban nila yung mga like Khalid, Uranus.
That's true.
No, parang na-solve nila yung formula na kailangan mo ng distance and kailangan mo ng damage.
Ang gusto ko naman dito sa Aura is they got the FAMs, which is a very good comfort hero plus switchable between Kiluash
And
Rencio. That's right, diba? And secured na agad ang hero ni JP, like you mentioned.
Ito yung naging adjustment track ng Aura. Kanina ni last pick nila yung carry. Ngayon nilabas na nita.
Saktong third, sabi ko. At least sa third man lang. Sinakto nila sa third.
Sinakto nila. Na-foresee nila na magbaba ng Omega ngayon ng carries. And the Ling is good with the Chang'o and the Alice kasi madaling makapasok ang Ling eh.
That's right.
Lalo na't uso ng 5-on-5, gusto ng Ling yung maraming unit. So, now, Omega, ang reaction nila is magpipwersa naman sila ngayon mag-ban ng supports.
And Lancelot is going to be a good target, like nangyari last series, Lancelot is a great answer, pero kailangan mo maka-farm. Yung Lancelot Chu last series was not in a good way.
Totoo.
Right? It was I think, natapos yung game, 1-4 pa rin siya, 1-5.
Oo.
And he really did not
Nahirapan talaga siya eh.
Yeah, hindi siya nakatulong sa fight. So, I think this is going to be the priority for Aura once more.
Oo.
Feed on to JP.
The
JP show again.
Yeah, the JP show ang gagawin ngayon ng Aura. Meanwhile, nire-respeto naman nila ngayon si LGZ.
Okay.
Banning the Yishun Shin and the Harit. Habang ang Omega tinarget na si Greed at si Raplesha. We're still waiting for the Greed hero. Kagura is also open.
That's true.
For
Kagura is, di ko alam kung minamaster ba ni Greed to para maban sa playoffs or something. Maybe he's baiting the bans. Pero the Kagura does work. If it will probably work here if
on Aura. Naisip ko pa nga Natalia eh. Natalia kaya? Grid Natalia?
Pang-hunting kay Hayes, no?
Oo.
Pwede.
Pang-hunting sa
top tier hero din para kay Grid yun eh,
kasi
diba?
pag nalapitan nung Natalia yung Chang'o, parang anong gagawin ng Chang'o, no?
Yeah, nasa harap, nakatutok sa harap yung Meteor Shower, tapos nasa likod si Grid.
Oo.
Good luck, sige, let's go.
No.
Okay, so they're not...
X-Borg support?
Fighter lineup, let's go, ladies and gents. It's a fighter lineup.
This is an X-Borg support.
Yes, this is X-Borg support if ever.
But Omega right now, they need a good setup frontliner then. Jawhead probably?
Something to actually help peel din para kay Hayes kung sakali ngang Natalia.
Mag-Natalia.
Kung sakaling mag-Natalia si Greed, pwedeng makatulong. So, I think Jawhead is a good repick. Pero knowing Omega, they might actually pick something different here. Baka magbago sila ng plano.
Akai?
Akai is also a very good option for an all-melee lineup.
Oh!
Balmond and
Ling. Okay, that's a GZ hero.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Oo. GZ. Pero where's the setup? Kanina kasi yung Jawhead may setup eh. This time damage output para sa Balmond.
Almost pure damage output here. And si Heat lang yung initiator nila here, if ever.
Oo nga eh.
And
Kahit si Toshi, late game Toshi. Oh, Kagura nga.
Good call on the Kagura. I think it's a very good pick as well for this lineup.
Ang taas ng damage ng aura ngayon
Very
dito.
high damage output.
Rockheart.
And makunat din sila with the FAMs and of course with that Khalid. You have no doubt about it. These guys are gonna sustain the lane magdamagan.
Magdamagan talaga at mataas din yung damage output nila with the X-Borg and Kagura. Gusto ko yung naging adjustment dito ng Aura PH. Walang masyadong catch sa Omega. Si Heat lang at saka si Toshi. So guys, ibibigay ko na yung prediction ko. I think Aura PH with the adjustment, sa kanila ko ibibigay ngayon yung game number 2.
Yeah, but I really like the tempo as well from Omega. They seem super confident in picking up their heroes. Kinulang ako maybe sa last pick, pero I still think Omega can win this.
Omega pa rin with the Balmond, no?
Yeah,
Parang sinagot din yung Khalid sa Balmond, eh, no?
Hindi ko sure yung sa Balmond, kasi actually, on the contrary, yung Balmond siguro yung hindi ko nagustuhan sa lineup nila. It could have been something else.
Ako din, eh.
Pero, of course, decision nila yan.
Oo.
Pero despite that, kahit na ganun, I still think they have a good chance of winning this.
Oo nga eh. Parang yung
Pretty good
Balmond, sa Balmond din ako nakulangan para dito sa Omega. Pero then again, this is Omega. Parang kahit question mo yung Omega.
Just like last game, no?
Lagi nilang sasabihin, mali ka. Gagawin nila kayo. And gusto natin yun. Gusto natin yun kapag namamali tayo ng mga pro players. Kasi again, natututo tayo lahat eh. No? Na may nalalaman tayong bago. And man, again, siguro, yung Ling parang expected natin. Doon natin iniisip ng todo ano yung magiging tank hero, tank fighter hero. And sabi ng Omega, ito Balmond, let's go.
Let's go. Okay, fine. We need a fighter. Let's go Balmond. They can execute well dun sa mga binawasang targets ni Hayes. Right? I think that's their point. They need someone to be able to close out yung mga kills kasi wala nga silang setter eh.
Oo.
Kulang nga sila ng setter, so they need someone to clean it up right away.
Yes.
Balmond is a great pick to do that.
Oo nga eh, tama ka, nag-a-agree. Isang
naman.
mabilis na pill eh, no? And what they need right now is quick levels. Yun ang win condition ngayon ng Omega.
Kaya naman, no? Yung lineup nila, kayang mag-quick levels nito.
Kaya. Quick levels. Ling. But this is a Ling, Chang'o, and Cho na nagro-rotate. Kaya, pero kailangan level 2.
Level 2, laban agad, no?
Kailangan level 2 eh.
Tignan natin kung mangyayari yun as we head into Game 2 for Omega versus Aura PH.
Let's see. But men, hindi X-Borg support. Khalid Draflesia support. For Aura PH.
Okay.
This is interesting kasi Khalid can rotate quickly with the Sandwalk. Plus, may damage output wave clear because of the Desert Tornado.
That's true.
So, wow. Okay, first time ata natin nakita na Khalid support. Usually, nakikita natin sa
this is a very interesting pick kasi yung Khalid usually is you want to get a lot of gold. So, sabi ni Raflesia, okay lang medyo ma-behind ako sa goal as long as I can dish out a lot of early game damage like what he's doing right now. Invade agad. Sabi ng Aura PH, laban tayo dito.
At eto yung kulang sa lineup nila kanina. Yung invade potential.
Yes.
So, 2 Little Wanderers plus purple buff. Nasaan na mapupunta ngayon yung tinatanong natin kanina na level 4 agad Omega?
Wala. Hindi mangyayari yun. So, Omega, actually, nagbaback nga sila.
Napwersa sila mag-back.
They were forced to back. That's important.
Oh my God.
That will slow them down. Babagal lalo yung pag-level up nila at pagkuha ng gold.
At kailangan nilang gawin yon kasi kung hindi, pwede silang demonyohin nitong Khalid na to. Na parang yun na yung best choice eh.
That's right.
Sa side ng Omega, kailangan nila yung regen ulit dahil if ever finarm pa nila, pwede silang i-invade pa ulit.
Yun ang ayaw nila mangyari, of course. Yung re-invade na wala kang magawa, na everyone is out of position. Haji is still level 2 here.
Yeah. I think that's better. At least Omega knows na Wow, Omega knows. Omega knows the discipline na kailangan nilang gawin. Hindi man natin nakuha kagad yung level 4, but at least we're safe.
Yep. Pero on the other side, Aura, nako, napakasaya nila with the advantage they have.
Wow.
JP double buff with the crab coin.
Oo. At ayun, nagiging nagiging asim technique na sinagreed dito. As Toshi is the main target here in the top lane, hindi ganun kadaling patayin ang isang Alice, lalo
Naku
na
po.
may life silang onte! Oh!
It's a 1-for-1 on the top lane, my friend.
Nice moves mula kay Toshi.
Ginigil.
Grabe, Toshi. Even though namatay siya doon, na-negate niya yung push. Rockhart, tama?
Yep. It was under tower, so
Oo.
somehow nagawa niya ng paraan yung minions.
Oo.
And Alice yan. Malakas ang AoE damage ng Alice.
Oo, tama ka dyan. Tsaka kasi mahirap mag-all-in sa Alice kasi may stun eh.
Oo. Mahuhuli ka under the tower. Mas
Oo.
kahit 1 second lang. Ang laking bagay na nun.
Yeah, tsaka pwede siya mag-flowing blood ng mabilis. Isa parang flicker range, okay na siya doon. So with this, Aura PH, even though nakakuha sila dito ng mga objectives na gusto nila, na way down pa rin ang onte ng Omega, but still, they're leading.
Yep, leading by 1.3k gold. Laban pa rin. They are also getting a lot of pressure on the buffs.
Oh, my. Sino nakakuha no? Nakuha ni Haze. That's a good thing. But this is the classic Aura playstyle. Yung talagang sugod kung sugod.
Gigil kung gigil.
Gigil kung gigil dahil alam nila yung capabilities ng skills nila plus ang taas nung kanilang sustainability.
Yep, their sustain is just off the roof here. And Turtle na naman para kay JP. He is level 7 over everyone na level 4 pa lang
Oh.
on Omega.
Mataas na ano
That's
yan.
a big difference. That's a big
Mataas na
difference.
opportunity yan kapag ikaw ang Lancelot tapos kalaban mo yung Ling.
Oo.
Talaga kasi ang laking epekto nung nag-back pero yun na talaga yung safe.
It really is
Safe-
the
safe
safest
decision
option
eh.
kasi
Oo eh.
below half na yung HP nila nun.
Oo eh.
They can't rotate kasi may nakaabang din na Aura PH members on the other side of the
Oo.
bush.
So alam ng Aura eh, no? Nalugi na yan. Try natin mag-dominate. Unfortunately, nalugi sa top lane. And let's try our best to dominate the bottom side naman. Kasi si Curtizy, I think, is also having a hard time against the X-Borg.
Yeah, for
Rencho.
sure.
Oo.
And Greed's gonna be forced out.
Wala, kulang
Raging
damage.
Sandstorm para lang mag-zone. And bottom lane naman, ang babagsak para sa Omega.
Kulang damage that time. Para kay ano? Kay Haze.
Yeah, and HGC right now, 0-1-0 on the lane. Naghihirap na siya
Oo.
makahanap ng gold sources
Oo.
in this game.
Oh my. Hadjizi na shot kung kanina. Sobrang perfect yung farm niya doon sa Yishun Shin.
Yeah, it was.
Oo.
Diba? Nawagan na ng form niya doon and compared to now, he is just hinahunting din kasi siya eh. Diba? Hinahunting din siya ng Aura PH eh. Kaya hindi siya mabigyan ng perfect ng opportunities to get that gold. Even right now, yung
Yun nga
exit
eh.
niya, zinozone no, ng Aura.
Totoo. And man, Rafflesia is just doing wonders with this Khalid. Parang Hilda nga yung paggamit niya eh.
Oo, braso.
Oy.
Braso moments.
Braso
no?
moments tapos biglang mag-heal lang ng quick sun guard. Okay na. So even though naka-outplay si Toshi doon, parang wala pa rin dahil yung last insanity ay hindi tatama dito kay Heat. Kailangan na ng damage dito ni Haze. Enough ba? Hinarangan lang as Kiluwash will still get the purple buff. This is it again.
Impressive yung ano
Oo.
talaga, bro. Impressive talaga yung Khalid ni Rafflesia. He's
Oo.
building tank. Na-concussive yan, by the way. If you didn't guys know it. So, he really meant to build it as a tank.
Oo.
So, naging support tank, roaming tank yung
yung
offlane
Khalid.
fighter natin.
Yeah. I think he's also building a Athena shield right now or probably
Possible na Oracle.
An Oracle.
Oo, for
Yeah.
the region and the
Para
magic
kay
resist.
para kay Chang'o then and the Alice damage. Iba parang kanina yung Omega lamang na lamang nung game 1 pero ngayon Aura nakabalik, alam nila yung kulang nila nung game 1. Ngayon may damage na sila early
Yep.
game, level 7.
Parang tama kayong mga 2-1 predict natin.
Parang, oo eh.
Parang isa game 3 ah.
Mukha but let's see kasi
Di pa
glowing month na si Ace ha.
Yes, that's gonna hurt a lot here for Chang'e. Not to mention na si Hajizi kumakachika-chika din ng Torre sa gilid.
Oo, may hulog pa rin. Again, hindi mo pwedeng i-count out ang Omega sa mga clutch moments. Aura PH, sometimes may tendency silang mag-asim ng onte. So kapag na-i-shoot lang ng maling pasok siguro si JP, bawing-bawi ang Omega
Game yan,
dito.
no? Matic.
Oo. Parang ganito nga. Pero nako, mag-isa lang si Toshi dito. Toshi trying to outplay everyone.
Nakatakas.
Ay, nag-sticker na si Grid. Alam na ni Grid na
Nako.
pwedeng mamatay. There you go.
Someone's going down
Nauna
and
pa
he
pala si
did. Ano?
Oo.
Nauna pa si Hayes.
Oo.
And si HGZ again, hirap na hirap pa rin makaikot. Todo bantay from all the members of Aura PH, which is very smart. Si JP naman, free farm lang. Pumunta lang kahit saan niyang gusto.
Oo. Oh, pero ang ganda ng sipa ni dito. Sakto pa mismo. Kaya GG, but where's the damage?
Nako, walang follow up. That's a bad thing.
Yung follow-up na 10 beats.
Oo,
yung
10 beats, man.
Yung follow-up damage from the kick. Hindi pa nga nag-ulti si GZ doon eh. Kasi alam niya may Torn Rose. Oh my God.
Yes, inabangan niya yung Torn Rose and while waiting, hindi din siya na-take advantage ng Aura PH yung moment na nag-hesitate sila.
Oo. Perfect na sana yung sipa ni Heat that time, Rockhart. But man, Aura PH, classic and vintage. Nag-agree ako sa iyo, Rockhart. This is one different Khalid.
Ibang-iba.
Oo.
Completely different here. So we are gonna see a bit of an engage here. Courtesy forced to flicker out na naman, mga kaibigan here. And si Raflesia nag-hunting sa mga bush and this is exactly what I think they were doing yesterday, kanina.
Oo.
Right now, Raflesia though.
Nako po, Raflesia, pumapasok dito. Pero man, even though mag-meteor shower dito si Hayes, I think it's not gonna be enough because man, Heat trying his best to outplay but that is unstoppable from JP. Oh my, medyo malalim lang na ote si JP dito. Shutdown from Hayes. Na-negate pa yung push dito ng Aura PH, Rockhart.
Yep, and the push is so important for Aura. However, of course, yung side lanes, kukunin pa rin
Okay
ng
pa rin.
pula. And again, Kiluash on the Tams, El Clasico yan.
El Clasico, hindi siya babansagang Mr. 5 minutes without the stamps. But I would like to go back dito sa mid lane fight. Dito papasok yung sinabi natin kanina. May times na yung Aura pwedeng mapitas ng biglaan. And hindi basta-bastang pumasok sa lineup ng Omega. Ang gusto ng Omega right now is to save the mid-tier tower.
Yes, always just keep it alive. Kasi ang naging problema dito is, of course, yung mid-tier tower, pag pinabayaan nila yan, easy invade na. Para sa Aura. Napakadali na pumasok, lalo yung ito pang Khalid pa yung frontline. It's so easy, plus with the move speed. Mawawalan ng farming spot lalo si HGZ.
Ubos lahat no? Kaya GZ, parang yun talaga yung punto ng game
Yes.
Na soak out lahat ng pwedeng i-farm ni GZ. Nakakatakot si GZ pag nabigyan mo talaga ng item Pero yung ginagawa ng Aura, alam na namin, Kuya Manjin, Kuya Rockhart
Oo nga
Kailangan lang namin i-eliminate yung damage ni Kuya Haji and we're good to go.
It's enough.
And mukhang eto na yon. Sabi nila, Aura PH.
Yep, almost everyone in Omega is low health right now. They are forced to back off. Pero si Toshi, hindi pa siya tapos.
Nako, sabi ni Toshi, ganito, Kuya Manjin. Ang alis ng mundo.
Alis ng mundo.
Wala pala siyang napatay doon. Pero yeah, actually, Rockhart, yung point mo on Aura PH choking the Ling, yun talaga yung counter sa Ling.
That's the point.
Pabigyan,
yes, you have to really down the levels of the Ling. Si JP 14, si HGZ 11.
Ang laki niyan.
Hindi sila makalaban ng maayos.
Tapos 5K lang yung pera ni JZ. Is the game 1 a download game though? Parang ganun no?
That's a good question.
Even though
That's a good
nakapatay
question.
dito si Toshi, parang hindi pa rin enough
Hindi nga, kasi they're having a hard time in just, cleaning up. Kasi nakapatay ng isa.
Oo.
Tapos kanina, immortality pa si Renzio. So he's expending a lot of skills. And siya lang yung decent yung damage output right now.
Oo.
Even HGZ can't really dish out much damage.
Si
Toshi and Haze.
Toshi and Haze.
Yes.
And those are magic damage.
Magic damage which can be negated by Oracle.
Oo.
Very easy. By Athena Shield.
Yung Oracle, Auracle, pwede mong tawagin ganun Auracle.
It's the Auracle.
Oo, Auracle at saka Athena Shield lang ang puhunan ng Aura PH dito. Respecting the Impure Rage. Meanwhile, let's see. Kasi kapag nagli-late game, nagkaka-damage naman si GZ. Endless battle na siya, Rockhart.
Endless battle, mga friends. So, the game is to stall.
Oo.
Para sa Omega, the super stall technique.
Super stall.
Patagalin natin ng sangkatutak. So, how long? Ilang minutes kaya pwede lumaban? 15 minutes? Do you think Omega will be ready?
Parang pwede.
Pwede.
Parang
There's
pwede.
a good possibility.
Kaso hanggang kailan ka magsustall, Rockhart? Yun ang tanong. Lagi mong iisipin hanggang kailan ka maghihintay.
Uy,
Hindi ka pwedeng laging hintay lang. Kailangan mo rin gumalaw. At mukhang eto na ata ang galaw dahil Haze, sinicure niya dito ng onti yung purple pero hindi magiging enough dahil umikot-ikot si Renjo. Grabe! Apoy at buhangin! Pinagsama!
Masakit.
The salamin technique.
Oo, alam nyo ba, para gumawa ng salamin, kailangan nyo ng buhangin.
Kailangan ng buhangin.
At kailangan nyo ng apoy.
What was that? Hindi kinaya.
Ewan kong maka-replay sila doon, pero nagkamali din kasi ng pasok si Heath.
Oo.
He was trying to go for JP,
Oo.
which is the Thorn Rose.
Oh.
And hindi na maka-exit si Heath after that.
Nawala.
He was trying to kick JP into his teammates.
Oo nga.
Which failed a lot. A big way. In a big way.
Biglang na-outplay ng malupet. Aura PH, you don't really want to give them the early lead. And na-negate yun kanina ng Omega eh.
Oo, ang smart nga, ang ganda nga ng pagkakagawa nila doon. They got the lead early on, plus they made their own lead, which made Aura PH just struggle to keep up. And now,
Oo.
sila naman ang nagaganon ngayon.
Oo nga eh, sila na eh. Let's look at the items here. Rockart, Wind Talker coming in from a GZ. Kaya pa eh, hindi pa tapos eh, kasi he's making plays. Like what you've said, parang Ling na ngayon yung nagiging pangkat ng mga minions.
Yes, and the top lane is medyo malayo-layo. Kahit nakuha ng Aura PH yung Lord,
Oo.
matagal yung journey ng Lord ngayon, and Omega can do something with this.
Oo nga eh, pwede pa rin sila makapag-farm. But then again, yung yung Renjo tsaka Rafflesia entry, ang taas eh. Hindi ka makakapasok agad kahit ikaw yung alis eh. Kasi yun din yung gusto ng X-Borg. I think na yung X-Borg pick din dito ay sobrang ganda para sa Aura.
Yeah, to clear up the waves over and over again without worrying about Renjo. Yan, si Renjo hindi niyo papansin masyado. And the rest of the team is just pushing.
Yeah, speaking of push, eto na ang Raging Sunstorm in. Pumasok na Last Insanity. The top lane turret has been destroyed. Pero makabawi ng onti dito ang side. Wala palang nabawi. Akala ko nakapatay dito ang Omega. Hindi pala dahil Courtesy pulado na din. Rafflesia, quicksand guard sa loob. Makakapatay ng onti dito si Ajizi. Ajizi trying his best to get out. Thorn Rose hindi aabot. Pero dalawa na ang namamatay sa side ng Omega. Courtesy, Rockart, I think. May outplay!
my God!
May ganun naman pala! Baka Omega yan! Courtesy, ladies and gentlemen.
Courtesy.
With an outplay,
Tapang nun.
negating Aura PH from finishing this game.
Yup, lethal counter right away. Gets them very, very low. Rafflesia in the middle of there. Trying to steal the buff. Will still be secured by Omega. So, hindi babagsak ang Omega nang hindi lumalaban.
Oo nga eh. We all thought na yung Aura PH tatapusin nila yung gera. Yun na yung tipong push na pantapusan na.
Yup.
Pero buti na lang kamo na outplay bigla ni Courtesy. So buhay pa ang team ng Omega.
Yup, Omega is holding on. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Yeah.
Oh, Jonas
Oh.
Brothers. Jonas
Akala ko
Brothers.
isa eh,
Iba yung sayo ah.
Iba yung akin
Ano
eh.
yun?
Hold on.
Baby, hold on. We got to go on. And yun ata yung no? Ultimate na kantaan sa ng mga tito mo.
Oo,
Paglasing na.
Paglasing na.
Oo.
So, let's talk about that game, bro. Hindi pa tapos. Obviously, we are on a technical pause. Chill-chill lang kayo dyan, mga tol. I think may konting arit pa ang Omega sa laban na to.
Meron pa eh.
May spark of hope
Oo eh.
against the powerhouse of Aura PH.
Kasi parang given na eh, na kapag aura yung kalaban mo, tatagilid ka talaga. No? Kasi again,
Tatagilid, aura factor.
Oo, kasi again, nakuha ng aura dito yung damage output na gusto nila. Lancelot,
Oo.
Kagura, even the Khalid, no? Yan yung gusto talaga nila, yung mga heroes na may damage level 1.
Tama.
No? So with that, they use it, and then, like what you've said, Rockart, ubos ang farm ni GZ.
Linis.
Oo.
Linis na linis. And si GC naman, ang sagot niya doon, ikot ako sa top, bahala kayo dyan. Ikot ako sa bot, bahala kayo dyan. Kuha ko ng tower mag-isa.
Yun na lang eh.
Yun na lang
yung
talaga
ginawa
eh.
niya eh.
And nabuhayan naman ang Omega.
Oo eh.
Right now, they are of course suffering from a really, really big loss on that Lord take
Oo.
on the top lane.
Oo.
Pero na-push back nila.
Buti
With the
na
help
lang.
of course, Courtesy, good
Yeah.
place around the tower. I think umasim yung aura konti.
Oo.
No? Konti.
Yun yung yun yung gusto mo kapag may lethal counter ka. But then again, Aura PH, alam nila yung alam nila yung capabilities. Right now, magiging disiplinado ang Aura dito. Kasi hintayin nila yung Lord number 2. So, ang gagawin na naman Rockart is mag-lane control yung Aura PH.
Lane control.
Oo.
Lane control once more. And of course, they will need to do something about Hajizi.
Oo.
Hindi pwedeng pabayaan lang si Hajizi na paulit-ulit na ganun.
Hindi talaga. Let's look at the Gillette instant replay. Talk to us, Rockart.
Yup, this is actually a pretty good fight. Sabi mo nga, this could have gone... Tapos na sana to eh. Kung hindi wala lang namatay here from Aura, I think they could have finished it. And again, little counter with the tower hits, cleans it up. It forces Aura PH to back off.
At kahit na nagawa yun, Rockart, I think Aura pa rin ang
Lamang pa rin.
9K gold lead.
Napakalaking lamang yan, men.
Yeah, even though I think wala silang pang-catch kay GZ. Pero mukhang hindi naaabot sa point na
kailangan mong habulin sa GZ.
Kasi yung damage yung enough na eh, no?
That's true. You can probably take him out with 2 skills as long as ma-hold lang siya. Siguro isang yin yung overturn lang.
Oo.
Diba? O kaya ma-ultimation lang siya ni Raflesia.
Oo.
No, on the Khalid. Kaya eh, diba? Kayang ma-take down agad-agad itong Ling na to. So he has to be careful.
Yeah.
All eyes on the prize, which is Hajizi for Omega.
Parang kasi kahit parang mamatay si JP, yung Lancelot, may option silang lumipat sa Khalid eh, no?
Totoo.
Sa Khalid at saka sa Kagura damage at ang kunat ni Raflesia.
Kunat! Anong gagawin mo dyan?
Grabe yung Khalid na yun.
Diba?
Immortality technique. There we go.
Oy, Haze, kuha pa rin yung, yung purple.
Baka Haze yan.
Baka Haze yan talaga.
Oo. Nakuha ni Haze yung purple dito. Sige, okay. I think, Rockart, kapag nag-late game, parehas may damage output. Parehas maganda late game.
They all have good late game.
Paunahan na lang eh. Parang ganun eh.
Yeah, pero syempre, mas makunat sa late game yung Aura PH lineup. Kasi Tams eh.
Tama.
Kasi, kita mo kanina naman, di ba? Yung Khalid eh. Iba talaga. Plus, si Renzo, 4 na beses mong papasabugin yung armor niya.
Kasi yung Cho parang no, malambot pa rin late game.
Yes.
Kaya patayin. Mataas yung damage pero kaya patayin. Oh well, nakikita natin dito may nakap mula kay Renjo pero wala, naglolokan lang yan.
Yan, naglolokan lang yung bawas. Hindi man lang natanggal yung armor.
Oo.
So,
oh!
Ayun na nga ba sinasabi ni Manjin, huli!
Huli ka sa camera, JP! Napatay actually si JP at saka si GC dito habang mga support na lang ang natira. Ayun na nga, nagkasabugan. Patay dito ang Kagura at si Hit. Pulado na rin. Pero Shun Powing, si Hit dito, Renjo, umaapoy-apoy. Paypay lang, sabi dito ni Kyring Renjo.
Paypay lang.
3-on-3 ang nangyaring laban. Nagulat tayo, nagkahulihan ng
Nagkahulihan doon. Nagulat ako what happened to GZ. Hopefully, could find that out later. Pero tama yung sinabi mo, that was a trick. There are ways na para ma-take out instantly si GZ.
Oo,
pero may sagot din naman iba ang Omega utilizing Toshi.
Oo nga.
Si Toshi, sa lahat ba naman lang sagot, si Toshi talaga ang sagot nila.
Parang si Toshi na ang dito no?
Look at me, I'm the carry now.
I'm the carry now, Toshi. Naku po, ang number 2 dati ng carry ng QC. Tapos ako, number 1 ng Barangay 122. Joke namin yan ni Toshi. Ayan, tropa kasi namin yan eh.
Tropa yan.
Oo, tropa yan si Kuya Toshi. Pero mukhang nasa kanya nga ang bola dito, Kuya Rockart.
Yup, tingin ko din eh. And I think nagiging, nakatulong din yung si Haze pag-secure ng mga buffs. So hindi nakanakaw ng buff yung Aura.
Oo nga eh.
He always has the purple buff. So that helps in slowing them down
Oh!
even further. Kaso he goes down as well.
Grabe, kaso kung sabi natin si Toshi ang X-Factor. Sa Aura PH naman, si Boy Beerpong, si Kuya Rienzo, nako po, nahuli pa nga ata, sinunog mga kaibigan.
Ayun na yun.
Ang pagsunog ni Renjo, the 6th man is real. I'm not the 6th man, I'm the main guy.
I'm the main
man. Sabi ni Renjo dito, Aura PH, forcing game number 3 right here, right now. Tumawag na naman si Ginoong Valdez. Hindi pwedeng game 2.
Hindi pwede.
Ang series na to.
Ano ba yan? Hindi ko pa pala kayo sabihan, sabi niya.
Naisusulat na sa memo. Sana nagbasa ka ng email. Ginoong Valdez is real.
Valdez is real, man.
Aura PH, there you go. Forces, game number 3.
We have game 3, and I have to say that was one of the most impressive controls I've seen from Aura.
Wow.
Kasi ito yung game na hindi sila super one-sided.
Oo.
Ito yung game na kahit lamang sila sa gold, they were having a hard time
Oo.
to close it out. And I like the control that they maintained all throughout this game. Napakalinis, and I would say na konti lang yung buta sa armor ng Aura PH ngayon.
Ganoon sila kadisiplinado. That's why I think they're champions. Rockart, Aura PH, they went to the drawing board. Alam nila yung kulang nila ng game 1 and then bumalik sila ng game 2 ng boom. Todo sapak. Mayroon lang ako napansin, Rockart, nagmamatter na ata ngayon sa 5-man ban ang red side and blue side.
That's true.
Ang natatalo ngayon, puro blue side eh.
Pansin mo?
Oo, eh.
Yung first pick na, yung first pick na big deal sana.
Oo, eh.
Parang, okay, what's happening?
Well, we're not sure.
What's
Let's see.
happening here?
Let's see siguro sa game. And I agree with you. This is classic Aura PH sustainability. Maintaining their lead up until the end. Heis!
Control.
Grabe, ang init ng game na yon. Series 2 pa lang. Alamin natin ang analysis ni kaibigang Butters.
Thank you, casters. And yes, we are going to a game number 3. Never ever underestimate the heart of a champion. Yun yung pinakita sa atin dito ng Aura PH. They turned this around and pinakita nila na if Chang'o was our problem nung game number 1, then what we do is we get a Kagura, mas maging aggressive tayo sa kanila, then we just win the game from there. Although I'm not really saying na nasagot talaga nila totally dito yung Chang'o ni Hayes. But the thing is, it was more bearable dito sa game na to. Now, if you would look at the items dito for both of the teams, I like how Kilowash went straight for, sabihin natin, a damage output thumbs dito. You don't really see that quite often kasi parang lagi mo na lang kinukuha ng brute force breastplate, you would get the other armor kasi looking at the damage output talaga dito ng side ng Omega, they really have to look at the magic damage lang na ginagawa netong side ng Omega. So that's why there's an Athena shield there and they realize na kailangan talaga nila ng damage because the sustain from Omega is really high. Rafflesia dito was even forced to get this Deadly Blade sa side niya. And that is a value item. Dadamputin mo lang siya. You don't really have to, upgrade it anymore sa mas mataas na item. It does its job really well. And it's going to be good item progression kay Rafflesia dito. So we can focus more on the next items na kakailanganin niya. On to the other side. Kurt Teasy dito getting that cursed helmet. It gives him extra, minion wave clear, and at the same time it actually helps Toshi deal as much damage as possible din sa may kabila. So that was the thing about them, naging combination dito si Kurtzy and si Toshi, while Hajizi will be the cleanup. But at the same time, Hayes dito really did well against Aura PH. Ang ginawa nila dito talagang kapag mag-invade yung Aura PH, it was almost certain na yung meteor shower lalabas dito coming out from Hayes. And once na nangyari yun, it will push Aura back. Aura got a lot of map control nung una, but we'll talk about that as we head on sa post-match data natin. Kung papansinin niyo dito yung data natin, this is one of the things na kailangan niyo bantayan is the tower damage. Turret damage here is really good onto the side of JP and Kilowash. And these two players, they really like to push, sabihin na lang natin, to play a bit passive. Dahil nga merong Chang'o dun sa may kabila. You cannot really force, sabihin natin, a 5-man push in front of a Chang'o kasi usually, you'd want the Chang'o to divide yung attention niya na meron sa taas, meron sa baba, at meron din sa may gitna nagpo-push. Because as strong as the Chang'o can defend, kailangan niya pa rin pumili ng lane kung saan siya magko-commit. So that's one of the things that you really have to consider. So ang ginawa dito ng Aura PH, looking at this, split natin. Hindi natin kailangan mag-stick sa isang lane. We can just push it slowly but surely, and they did just that. So looking at the towers destroyed, 2 towers lang ang nakuha dito ng Omega. 10 ang nakuha dito ng Aura. But on to the turtle side, this is very unusual for Omega to actually drop those turtles, lalong-lalo na kapag meron silang ling. And they just gave it out. They knew na nagkaroon talaga sila ng problema into the early game. As early as 5 minutes in, nakuhaan na ng buff dito, ng orange buff dito, yung side ng Omega. So they weren't really equipped to fight that, and especially meron pa silang Alice dito na nag-i-scale. Let's head on to our highlights of the game, brought to you by Smart, the official tournament telco partner ng MPL. This is going to be the aggression coming out here from Aura PH. Pinapakita lang talaga nila na they're not gonna back down from a fight. And looking at it, hindi rin naman talaga umuurong etong Omega. If you want to fight, yes, you can. But the thing about it is, gagawa din kami ng certain rotations. And that's the thing na nangyari dito. At some points, Omega, I think they were very reactive. Bakit reactive? They would actually just go. Teka lang, nagsusulat yung ano, reactive. Why reactive? They would actually just go on the other lanes. Pupunta sila sa may gitna, pupunta sila doon sa may gera, at pipilitin nila ipanalo yon. And that's the thing about it. Kapag sabihin na natin masyado kang reactive in some games, you just lose the essence of comfort for you, and you might find a way na parang alam mo yon, magiging malalagay ka sa discomfort, and you wouldn't really be able to play at your maximum potential kasi lagi kang sumasagot doon sa pressure na binabato sa'yo ng kalaban. So JP will be our MVP, and well-deserved. Look at these items na nakakuha niya. Na-explain na natin yan kanina. This is one of the things na talagang kinukuha ngayon ng isang Lancelot na assassin. But look at this. This is very JP. Na kung napapansin nyo, kahapon niya pa kinukuha to. I'm not saying that JP is the only one getting it, pero mas usual siya kapag nagagamit ni JP. Rose Gold Meteor, a very good item, especially with all the damage output na nangyayari ngayon, magic damage, and all that stuff. So, you really need to, check kung ano nga ba yung mga things na pwede mong kunin for you to get the advantage, kahit man lang sa itemization. Okay? So that will be it. And because nagstay kayo doon sa mahabang explanation na binigay ko, there is actually a giveaway code right here for game number 2. And that is going to be yours. Kunin nyo na yan. Bilisan nyo. The thing is, kaya ako kayo pinagmamadali is because meron pa tayong isang bonus giveaway code. And that is for you again kasi nga may 20,000 plus people tayong sumali sa Mythical Raffle Draw. At kung hindi mo alam yung Mythical Raffle Draw, there's the link for week number 4. Nabigay na natin yung for week number 3 yesterday. At malay nyo, kapag sinagutan nyo yan, nag-fill kayo ng forms, you can join yung week number 4, get the skin package. Alam kong gustong-gusto nyo yan. May 5 winners tayo every week. So, keep an eye on that link. Puntahan nyo na at sumali na kayo. So, that is it for our analyst segment. Omega dito, will they be the end of Aura PH dito at tatapusin ba nila to sa game number 3? Or will Aura prove that you can never underestimate the heart of a champion? Casters, your call.
Still, tatlo tayo na ine-expect na itong game na to will go all the way. At nangyari nga lahat yun, Rockhart. Men, ang tanong ko sa'yo dito, meron bang sumpa ang Omega lagi kapag game 3?
Nako.
Ang hirap, no?
Oo, kasi it's hard to say na yes kasi yesterday it was feeling ko if they just drafted the last pick, in the right way.
Oo.
If they drafted it normally, there's a good chance they could have won it.
Oo.
If they didn't try out new picks, ganun. Okay yun eh.
Oo.
So, that's gonna depend on whether or not they're gonna do that again this time. They're gonna go for tried and tested or they're gonna go for something that tinesting nila para sa 10-ban.
Yeah, nag-a-agree ako sa iyo, Rockhart. Parang ito na ata yung panahon na ilabas na ng Omega yung usual Omega.
Yo, the usual Omega.
Simple and basic Omega. No, parang hindi ako sure kasi yung game 2 parang nasayang yung game 1.
Sayang
no? Parang yung ganun.
I know.
Ganun eh. Yung momentum nyo ng game 1 could have been nadala sana nung game number 2. But then again, the draft matters. No? The draft really matters on this one. Arcadia versus Dale right now.
Battle of the Brains.
Battle of the Brains. Rockhart, ikaw, kung papapiliin ka ngayon ng side pag game 3, saan ka pupunta? Red or blue?
Tinakot mo na ako eh. Mag-red na ako.
Red. Natakot ka na. Parang may sumpa yung blue
Parang may sumpa nga yung blue. Pansin ko din eh.
Oo nga eh.
Kasi 2 picks, ang laking bagay ng 2 picks.
Oo nga eh. Pero maganda rin yung may napapriority kang pick talaga eh.
Yes, that's right.
Lalo na
Uranus, Yujong, pag na-open yung mga yan, usually matik yan eh. Diba? Farsa, may mga teams sa sobrang taas ng priority sa pagkuha sa Farsa.
Oo.
Pero again, ang sagot kasi doon, ang sakit eh.
Oo nga eh. Pwede mo iba na lang eh.
Kukuha ka ng Yisanshin sa sagot,
Oo.
kukuha ka ng Yiling or
Oo.
Lance, di ba?
May dalawa agad na sagot.
It's working very well for our team so far right
Oo
now.
nga eh.
From
Parang-
what we're telling.
Parang sa mga napapanood natin ngayon, usually yung blue na yung natatalo. Pero then again, it doesn't matter. Kasi,
Usually naman, di ba?
kasi execution pa rin talaga sa game eh. Ano pa din eh. On how can you dominate the early game. And sobrang notable yung ginawa ni Raplesha dito. Men, ka-lead. Feeling ko, pag nagka-lead,
That's
sa mga ka-lead players, ikaw ka-lead player
you
ka,
know what it is.
pwede pala kayo mag-support.
Pwede pala mag-support tank ng umiikot-ikot eh, no?
Oo,
And it's hindi siya yung naka-usual na assassin emblem
Oo
or
nga eh.
fighter emblem. Tank emblem with concussive.
Concussive blast. After
Interesting.
Ang Desert Tornado kasi considered attack eh. So, automatic
Mapaproc.
mapoproc.
Oo.
Ang lupit. Ganda
Dumidikit
nun.
na may umiikot ng espada.
Tapos may,
Tapos may aura pa.
may pumuputok
May
pa ng
pumuputok
concussive
pa.
blast. Man, Raplesha showing us new
Interesting,
things.
ah.
Yeah, again, still, Aura PH, one of the teams na history makers. History maker din naman ang Omega. Remember that they fought 50 minutes last MPL. No?
Never forget.
Never forget
Yup.
the 52 minutes.
52-minute game.
Rockart, here we go. Aura PH on the blue side, Omega on the red side. What are we expecting right now? Still with the Kufra ban.
I think hindi mawawala tong Kufra ban na to, obviously. And it's funny na Aura yung nagbaban nun.
Oo
Kasi
nga, no?
Championship Kufra, pero wala
Oh.
na eh. Tinatanggal nila yun. And the Alice is something na, yung Alice kasi, kaya nila binanto, sobrang, I would say, X-Factor. Alam mo yun?
Sa
Parang
Omega,
make
no?
or break.
Oo nga eh.
Sobrang make or break and nagiging anchor siya for Omega. So very
Oo.
good respect ban here for Toshi's
Yeah.
on that Alice.
Pag umaabot sa late game, no, ito yung tipong, dalawa yung nangyayari. Anchor, nagiging carry, plus nagiging semi-tank.
Oh,
No, pag alis ka.
aba. Actually, yes. Because
Oo.
yung burst damage, we've seen this on multiple occasions. Yung damage output from the Alice can be unexpected.
Oo.
From, especially in the late game.
Mm-mm.
Gulat ka, orb lang yan, di ba? Usually, hindi siya masakit. Tapos biglang tumama sa'yo,
Oo.
kalahati buhay mo. Di ba?
Yeah.
So, again, these are the things na iniiwasan din
Masaya.
ng Aura PH.
Ako ay masaya lang din talaga ngayon kasi isa akong Alice user.
Mhm.
At para sa mga Alice user na nanonood ngayon, alam nyo na, Alice is back. So,
Yep.
Rockart, there you go.
Uranus
Ikaw na
first pick, like I said earlier, this is what happens on blue side. Right? Uranus first pick is something na, like right now, mas malakas siya since Esmeralda is out. Pero, yung sagot ang usually masakit. Khalid na naman. Kasi
Khalid?
walang announcer.
Parsa. Oh,
And
show!
the show.
Okay, same opening as game 1.
Farsa to, no?
Uranus,
Farsa to, no?
pa-Farsa ang aura. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Farsa is open. Or I think they need to prioritize JP na. Kasi kanina nilate nila si
Ling
JP.
Farsa?
Oo. So, Farsa Ling or Farsa
Farsa Ling?
Lancelot?
Farsa Lance. Yeah, those are very open options here for Aura PH. And they're talking amongst themselves. Sabi nila, you know what? Pwede naman, guys. Pwede naman.
Oo nga eh.
We'll probably be able to get a good lock-in on
Oo.
either one of this S tier. Yung nangyari kahapon, yung S tier lineup. Di ba? Yung full S tier lineup.
Full S tier eh.
May posibilidad na maggaganon. Yi Sanshin, pwede nga nilang unahin
Unahan,
dito kung
oo.
gusto nila eh.
Tama. Pangdagdag vision, no?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So they went for the JP hero and then a Balmon.
Kiluwash. Huh. Very interesting.
Kiluwash Balmon against the Khalid. So they left the Parsa out. This is interesting, Rockart. Why is this?
Leaving the Farsa out means open for Haze, and that means pwede pa rin silang mag-draft. They will still have counters for the Farsa if ever they pick it, if Omega picks it up nung pangatlo.
Oo.
Pwede silang mag-draft ng mga Natalia kasi alam nilang kaya nilang i-counter eh.
Yeah, so,
Kaya matapang silang iwanan na lang eh.
oo, sa sobrang gamit na gamit nila yung Farsa, alam na rin nila paano counterin.
Tama.
Yeah, and I like it kasi nagme-make sense sa sinabi mo eh kasi may Mountain Chakra ka to for division. And yeah, the Natalia is talagang inherent Natalia users eh.
It's always a threat.
Oo nga eh.
Pagkalaban mo yung Aura, there's always a threat that Greed's gonna go back to his championship Natalia, yung nag-backdoor nung Season 5 championships.
Totoo.
Hindi naman siya backdoor, more of split push eh,
Yeah.
no?
That
Pero,
historic moment.
That's a very historic moment as well. Like,
Yeah.
on the last game, on match point, you
Yeah.
do that. You do something like that and nakatatak na sa utak ng karamihan
Na nanggaganon si Grid.
na nanggaganon si Greed.
Totoo ka dyan. Pero, alam mo, sabi ng Omega dito, Rockhart, alam nyo kung pinaprioritize na si JP. Pwede naman namin i-prioritize si GZ. Harriet, kanina nire-respeto ng Aura itong pick na to. They're banning it. Ngayon, nakuha ng Omega against a Balmon and against a Yishun Chin. I like the Harriet, actually, against the Yishun Chin. Especially na hindi kaagad. Ayaw kasi ng Yishun Chin ng mga heroes na umaalis agad eh.
Oo.
Kasi kailangan mag-proc yung kanyang skill. So with the Aret right now, Omega on a good spot.
Yeah, they look like they're gonna be on a good spot, and considering na Omega is gonna be able to get tank pick na lang yata yung kulang nila dito, no? Isang matinong tank pick and mage support. Obviously, Force is gonna be banned kasi expected na yan. If you don't pick it. I'm still thinking that they might want to go for something na more sturdy.
Sturdy.
Dito sa Omega because hindi pa rin ako...
Hindi ka pa rin
It's
sold.
it's a very aggressive lineup. Overly aggressive na nagmumukhang greedy.
Diba? Yeah.
So yung tankiness na sinasabi ko, tinanggal din nila isa sa mga pinaka-makulit na tank fighter.
Jawhead.
Si Jawhead. That's
So,
smart.
nawalan dito actually ng option yung Omega. Kanina ito yung ginagamit nila Alice and then Jawhead. This is smart again from Aura PH. Downloading Omega's draft. That's why napilitan na sila mag-Atlas.
Here we go. Kahit parang ayaw no?
Alam
mo, parang ayaw nilang mag-Atlas. Sagot! Ang ganda ng sagot! Ang ganda ng sagot ng Aura. Atlas pala. Oh my God.
Oh no.
Oh
you know what, Rockart? I'm so happy na nahulaan natin yung Natalia pick.
I know.
Pero yung Digi na naman.
Bakit na naman?
Please, no, not like this.
Not like this.
Not like this. Aura PH once again.
Forced to Hilda.
Parang
Omega.
Oo, nakaban yung Hilda eh.
Ayan! Di ko napansin yun. GG. Oh my God.
Not like
this. Ang tagal bigla ng Omega pigpick, oh. Ang tagal, oh. Ano?
Kasi may Atlas eh. Nagme-make sense yung Digi.
Hindi lang 'to yung makulit na Digi eh. Ito yung pwedeng normal na Digi.
Oo, pwede nila i-normal Digi. But there you go, Rockart. Let's look at Omega right now. Like what you've said, gusto mo pa ng tanky kasi nagigridian ka na kung damage, kung nagdagdag pa ng carries eh. So this is good. Atlas and then Xborg for the extra sustain and damage para sa Omega. Heat right now is playing the Atlas. Yun siguro yung strat ng Omega, no? If i-flex yung Cho.
Choways!
Choways! Let's go!
Choways again!
Let's go!
Kalasigo!
May hype eh, no?
My God!
May hype.
Oh my God! So
my
many
God.
people are so happy right now, mga kaibigan.
The return of the Cho Haze.
Haze.
No matter what you say, no matter what you guys say, I will lay it down. Ilinis ako na sa bato, no? Kahit ang dami yung pinasasabi, ito freestyle, hey, Cho, TP Cho. This time, hindi ko lang alam, baka wala tayong makitang Haze TP. Hindi nagti-TP yan eh, pag Cho eh.
Tingin ko din eh.
Nagti-TP lang yan pag Shuruin. I'm willing to debate. Haze Cho, best Cho. Ikaw ba?
Haze Cho, best Cho. Kasi nagmimiya pa lang kayo, naglilila pa lang kayo.
May nagcho-cho.
Nagcho na yan.
Oo.
Yun.
Ano yan? Given yan eh.
Given.
Given yan, Digi. Uy, pero Omega ang tumalo sa Digi strat, ha?
Oo, tandaan nyo.
Di ba? Omega yung tumalo nun last
Ingat
time.
kayo. Yeah, pero again, it's gonna be difficult. I have to say, Aura PH is going to have a fun time here.
Oo nga eh.
And Omega is gonna have a hard time in this game.
Oo nga. Parang lamang pa din na Omega. Digi kasi. Alam mo yun, sinurpresa na tayo ng Digi, pero nung nakita na natin ng paulit-ulit, parang tama na, Aura.
Please lang.
Gets na namin.
Oh
You
my
proved
God.
your point already.
Here we go. So, I don't know what's gonna happen here. Sa ngayon, ewan ko, anong matinong boto dapat gawin dito kasi
50-50 eh.
50-50 eh. May mga legendary heroes na lumalabas ngayon.
Oo, ito yung Atlas ni Hit eh.
Umabot na tayo dati sa puntong sinasabi na ni Hayes na sawang-sawa na siya mag-show. Ganun siya ka-proficient dun sa hero na yan.
Parang sarap lang ulit makita, no? Sarap lang ulit. Kung ikaw ay matagal na nanonood ng ML, ang sarap makita ulit yung pangalan na Hayes na nasa taas ng show.
Oo.
Kasi yan talaga yung nagsulat eh.
Siya ang
Oy.
Yung kumbaga yung iba, binasa lang nila. Pero si Hayes ang nagsulat.
Oo, kaya hype na hype kami ngayon ni Rockart.
Oo.
Siguro marami na malulupit mag-Haze ngayon.
Siguro naman.
Ang dami na talaga.
Siguro naman.
Guys, promise, we respect everyone na malulupit na talaga mag-Joe.
Pero
yung nauna talaga, doon tayo eh.
Nothing beats
The
nothing beats
OG
classic.
eh. Oo,
The
eh.
OG.
Kaso parang nalulugi na yung...
Goals yung OG.
Gamit na ni Raple. Sabi ni Raple, eto, alam nyo, marami na ring gumamit ng digig. Bago ko pa gamitin sa MPL, marami na ring streamers. Si Chooks, nagamit na rin ni Chooks to eh. Best pick ni
El
Chooks
Clasico
to.
dati to eh.
Oo, ang digi. Pero, si Raple siya din na nagsulat sa MPL. Hindi mo gagamitin ng ganyan yan ng basta-basta sa MPL eh, lalo na't crucial eh.
Oo. And
eh.
people would not recognize that kung hindi biglang
Ginamit ni
sa
Raple
pro
siya.
play, sa very
Oo.
high level
stake.
match.
Oo,
high
high
stakes
level match.
Oo.
Totoo ka dyan. Pero nangyayari na ang gusto mangyari ng... Uy, hindi! Lamang
Wait.
ang Omega ng
Yung
gold.
gold? Really?
Oo.
Saan galing?
Oo, pero eto ang make or break.
Make
Ay,
or break.
yan ang make or break.
Time reverse.
Oo, yan ang make or break.
Reverse time.
Feeling ko yung Natalia make or break.
Natalia ni
Tingin
Green.
mo, Rocket.
Again, meron na namang kontrabelo. Napakaganda. Napakagandang ikot.
Kung merong Raplesha Digi, may championship Natalia eh.
Iba pa rin ang championship Natalia ni Kuya Grid.
Iba
Hindi mo pwedeng i-doubt yan.
Hindi mo pwede i-doubt talaga yan, men. Ito kung nag-trending si Raplesha sa Twitter, nauna na rin mag-trending ang Natalia